few minutes, a Boeing 707 is due to arrive from New York, and carrying in it 4 remarkable young men from Liverpool: Ringo Starr, Paul McCartney, George Harrison and John Lennon. And awaiting them will be the kind of reception and sound that matches even their own captivating beat, because here at London Airport there are many, many, many thousands of young people waiting on the observation platform, and some of them have been here all night in a temperature that's been below freezing. Just having a look around the airport, it really is quite a remarkable sight, certainly one of the most remarkable sights in Britain today. And the thousands of young people are being watched by hundreds of bewildered policemen and harassed parents. And somewhere among them is Polly Elwes. Now this is the moment the fans have been waiting for. The Boeing 707 has pulled in on stand 15 right below Queen's Building, and you can hear the screams in the background. Looks like one of the film cameramen being allowed in first. Now comes the doubt as to whether the passengers will get off first and the 4 VIPs last, or whether the VIPs will come off first. Special customs clearance has been arranged for them. They'll be driven straight across to customs and then come into a press conference where we're hoping to interview them. And this is the moment they've been waiting for. Paul McCartney leading them off, George Harrison on the left, John Lennon at the back, Ringo Starr. Absolutely shattered. I think Paul McCartney was pointing out to the other 3 some of the strange positions the bands have got into, because literally every lampstand, every point of vantage has been covered. London Airport authorities tell us that the security arrangements and the special arrangements that have been made for the return of the Beatles and matched only by the homecoming arrangements for members of our own royal family. Never before have scenes like these been seen at London Airport apart from royal homecomings. The Beatles trying to find their way into the special transport that's been provided for them, having a job to get through the press photographers.
Well done, Sid.
Gesture accompanied by a screen. The Beatles safely aboard now, the transport that will take them for special customs clearance. In just a few minutes we hope to say hello to them in the press conference that's been arranged. Welcome back, boys. How did this reception here compare with America?
Oh, it was great. It was every bit as good.
It was better.
Okay, it was better.
I must say, even you boys looked surprised as you came down the aircraft steps.
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't you be?
It's so early in the morning.
Yeah, we thought, you know, they'd all be in bed.
Pardon?
Well, we haven't got up. We haven't
Don't
been to bed
forget
yet.
Rapallo cigarette.
Don't forget, it's 4 o'clock in the States now.
Now, what do you think about America? Is it very different from your point of view?
It's bigger.
Did you get lost then, George?
No,
Pass you on to George now.
I didn't get lost, George.
Nobody let him out, you know.
No, yeah.
hotel,
As soon as I got
prisoner.
there, they strapped me up in bed, didn't they?
Yeah.
He had a
Injections
special-
all over the lot, yeah.
But it's a marvellous place. We loved it.
Is it very different for a performer to go over there than performing here?
Yeah.
In what way?
You don't play theatres over there, you know. The places we played, Carnegie Hall and this place in Washington.
Big stadium.
Yeah, big stadium with the audience all around, and the acoustics were terrible.
So we sparred up, you know, before we...
Yeah.
It was good.
But, you know, it was good for, you know, it was quite a novelty, wasn't it, John?
Yeah, it was that. Pass it on to Paul.
It was too, yes.
Now, Ringo, I hear you were manhandled at the embassy ball. Is this right?
Not really. Someone just cut a bit of my hair.
Let's have a look. You seem to have got
Can
plenty
you see
left.
the difference?
You scratched
It's
that
longer
one.
this side.
What happened exactly?
I don't know. I was just talking, having an interview, just like I am now. I was talking away, and then there it goes. And I looked round. There's about 400 people just smiling. You see, we had that in the other program. You know, so you can't blame. You know, what can you say?
What can you say?
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow never knows.
George, how do you like being described as the Prime Minister's secret weapon?
It's
seen it?
great, yeah. The thing is, I didn't get the bit where they said, earning all these dollars for Britain, or like, are we sharing it out or something?
But we told you you've come back from America millionaires.
No,
Have we?
Kidding.
I'll buy you a
Next
drink.
Next
Yeah,
time.
didn't we?
But now, what about Miami? I mean, you were in the millionaire playground.
That was
Yeah.
marvellous, man.
You live well, did you?
Yeah.
Well, we live.
Well, we borrowed these houses, you see. These people rang up and said, do you want our house, lad? So we said, by gum we do. and we went across there and we were water skiing and fishing and
He caught a monster.
all
Yes,
things
it's
on
true.
his back and big teeth.
Big horns and teeth. And
How did it compare with New Brighton?
terrible thing.
With New Brighton.
Brighton.
It wasn't as sunny, of course.
No. Of course, we missed the docks.
And there was
People
more,
didn't have as much money.
and there was more oil on the sand in Miami.
Of course, Paul's got a grandfather while he's been away, hasn't he? Steptoe.
Pardon?
Oh,
What's this?
Oh, is it out?
Have you heard about
We
this?
didn't know the news was out
Well,
yet.
it's out then. You,
Oh, it's
you were
out.
there, inherited Steptoe.
What's this?
great, yeah, the film.
Oh, yes.
Tell you about it tomorrow.
They never tell me anything. Only
Okay, Harpo.
Now, of course, you're going out to the sporting programme this afternoon at Grandstand.
Yeah.
We'd like to hear what you thought about Mr. Clay.
Very tall, very...
No, he's a big lad.
He's a great laugh, you know, more than anything. He's
No,
a
big
good lad.
lad.
He's going to
Weird.
get Sonny listening in 3.
That's what he
said.
said.
That's what he
So he
said.
I don't think he will, though.
I hear you were creeping up to Harry Carpenter in the training camp, Paul, and
Yeah.
whispering things to him.
Yeah, well, you see, the only thing was, he asked me who was going to win. And, I would have told him out that I thought Liston was going to
So you're
win.
a
But
coward.
I'm a coward. And it was in Clay's camp, you see, and there's only fellas sitting around. He says, Liston. I have to whisper, you know.
Listen, do you want to know a secret?
Keep plugging, you know, we're still trying to sell.
How did Clay how did Clay compare with you? You know, I mean, we're
No, he's
told
not
that
as
Bigger than all of us put together.
we were told that he was acting though in a way that even the Beatles couldn't make.
Yeah,
he-
he was, actually.
he was
yeah.
What was he saying? As beautiful and you's beautiful too.
He was lifting
Of
Ringo
course,
up.
we thought it was funny, actually. Yeah, he was just...
He's a showman.
He's, oh, definitely.
And what price Liverpool for the cup then?
Oh, they definitely got it.
I
In
thought
the
it was
semi.
him,
Oh.
Oh, didn't he?
No, I've been
I
away,
don't
you
tell
see, I've been to America.
They really don't tell you anything, do
They
they?
don't.
We don't tell him a
Keep
thing.
me in the dark.
Actually,
I
think
didn't
they'll win.
hear about that.
Are you going to be
What are they
there?
doing? What are
Where are we
they
going?
winning? They're winning.
Who's winning?
Hooray.
Good old Liverpool.
Well, four boys can't be brought up on Merseyside without being out
Look,
of
I've been to
Liverpool.
one match in my
Hey?
life.
Are you all Liverpool
Well,
supporters?
we support whoever's winning
Winning,
at the
yeah.
time, you know.
You know, good old Arsenal.
That's him finished.
Well, now you're back. You're out of the top 10 for the first time for a long time.
Good old days.
What about it?
I don't know. Odd
Well,
lines,
what do you
know.
suggest?
Well, have you got anything on the
We
way?
could go straight, couldn't we?
He's going into Old Vic.
Acting.
I'm going to try tap dancing.
And Ringo's doing comedy on the highway.
Highway.
But have you got anything on the way apart from the film?
We're doing recording next week.
Don't tell him.
We're not.
We're not.
It's a lot. Sorry. We're recording next week.
And we don't ask you where.
No.
Oh, no.
No, we couldn't tell you.
What about your impression of American adults? I mean, we hear, you know, your impressions of teenagers and so on. What's something, you know? I saw you, Ringo, quoted as saying something about this.
What did I say?
You tell me.
I don't know. I quoted so much it's ridiculous. No, what did I say?
You tell him what he said for.
I can't even remember.
I don't
about
know.
adults.
About?
No, really, he's always quick.
They're older than I am.
No, he said the adults were a bigger problem than the teenagers.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, they're sort of good potty.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, the teenagers last, but they want to go off and take it and leave it that, but the adults want to know where you've been and what you're doing and everything. And
Cut your hair too?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was an adult, but somebody did.
Did you manage to get much time away from all this and really get away by yourself?
We got 3 days at the end after the Ed Sullivan in Miami. You know, we stayed on. Was it 3 days?
Yeah.
It's something like that.
3 days,
Yeah.
you know,
Had
so
a great time.
nearly 3.
Anyway, nice to see you back, boys.
It's good to
Thanks
see
very
you.
much for sparing the time
Keep
to talk
kicking,
to us.
you know.
Thanks very much.
See you.
See ya.
Thank you very
All
much.
the best.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Well, you don't interview the Beatles.